All right, in this video we're going to talk about what you should be selling right now for Shopify dropshipping with the whole situation going on. Right now there's some very unique markets, very unique niches right now that if you tap into these, you could be very successful right now with the whole global situation going on. I'm also going to tell you how you should be selling since right now is such a unique situation. There's unique variables that have come into place. So we're going to talk about exactly how you should be selling, and then towards the end of the video I'm going to give you exactly what I think you should be selling, the exact niches to be in, and all of that. If you haven't seen my last few videos talking about the current situation, different problems having to do with it, and how to mitigate those to where you can be successful, definitely check out those last few videos. It'll definitely help you out, and we'll talk about shipping and all of that. And we'll cover a little bit of that in this video, but definitely keep that in mind. If you haven't seen those videos, those will definitely help you out as well. All right, so the very first point you need to be aware of how to sell appropriately during this situation is you need to go ahead and test your supplier. So we've talked in the last few videos about right now production is back to 80 to 90% of what it was before this whole situation in China. So in China with AliExpress dropshipping, production levels are back up to about 90%. So that's almost back up to what it was. The big problem right now is more on the shipping side, especially with ePacket. If you're using ePacket right now, you need to find other shipping sources. With that being said, right now you want to be extremely careful with aggressive scaling. Not to say you can't do it. There's still people right now that are killing it because the production of their suppliers is back up to par. With that being said, there are some suppliers that aren't up. So right now, what I highly suggest to you is when testing any new product, or even if you're trying to scale, you need to be in huge communication with your supplier. You need to be talking to them on essentially almost a daily basis. But then two, with any new product, I highly suggest you do a test order for yourself. If everything arrives and it arrives in a decent amount of time, keep in mind right now there might be some delays because you might have some shipping services that aren't working as well. You know, right now with Amazon's even slowed down their shipping, and they're shipping essential stuff a lot faster, but non-essential items are shipping a lot slower. So keep in mind right now that shipping might be slower, but if it's coming in a reasonable amount of time, you'll most likely have the green light with that. With that being said, keep in mind that suppliers right now might be telling you that, oh yeah, we've got thousands and thousands and thousands of inventory of this product. They might be doing that to try to get you to really start selling it. So if right now you are in a place that you can start scaling a product, just be doing it very careful. I would go with the more conservative approach right now. I just had a coaching call with one of the members of the Dropship Fortune program, and they're at the point right now where they can do some pretty massive aggressive scaling. But with the whole situation with their supplier right now, what I'm having them do is do some pretty conservative scaling, but it'll allow them to keep their profit margins very high as they scale during this process. So right now, be testing your supplier, be in communication with their supplier, and test any new products you have to make sure that the production is up to level and you can actually have a decent shipping time. All right, so the second big point of how to be selling right now is you want to make sure you're providing a good service. So one, providing a good service is going to be setting up your brand to one, be strong during this whole situation, but then also to come through this situation even stronger than ever. But right now, the world right now is hurting, essentially. Right now, you want to have empathy for everybody out there, whether they've been affected directly from this, or whether they're just under stay-at-home orders and they're wanting to buy something online. We're going to talk in just a second about exactly what you should be selling, but right now what you should be selling has to do with people's pain points, because people aren't buying knickknacks right now. Right now people are scared, they're hunkering down, and they're wanting to buy things that they think they need or that they actually need. So right now, while people are really in pain, you want to make sure you're doing everything possible to provide an actual legitimate, really good service. Don't be one of these people that right now is using this situation to just chase a quick buck. If you provide a good service, you will make money through all of this. But with this, really be down on the actual human to human level, and try to provide a good service for people. This is one thing that I've seen a lot of people get into this space, and they're so focused on just making money that they essentially forget about the person on the other side of the transaction, about actually providing them value. With this whole situation, more than ever, focus on actually providing value to your customers, and you will make money through it. But there will be, a stronger relationship between you, the seller, and then your customer. And your brand will be stronger because of it. But right now, more than ever, focus on providing a legitimate, very good service for your customer. With that, you might not be able to provide the fastest shipping times as you would, because right now there's a lot of shipping services that are bogged down and everything having to do with the situation, but stuff is still going out. With that, just have very, very good customer service with your customers. Customers right now understand that things can take longer to get to them because of the whole situation. Everybody's dealing with this now, but just be in good communication with your customers. Don't just take the money from them and then essentially ghost them until their product comes. Right now, you need to go ahead and be providing that really, really good service to your customer, and you'll be able to scale up and have a very, very healthy and successful business coming out of this situation if you do that. All right, number 3, the last point I'm going to give you on how to sell right now, before I get into exactly what to sell, is right now focus on building a brand. So right now, yes, obviously focus on trying to find those winning niches, winning products during this situation. But with it, right now focus on, really, really going back to the very, very foundational level, the brand level, and build up your brand. This is one of the first points I gave in the last few videos talking about the whole situation going on. Right now, while it's, suggested that you don't do very, very aggressive scaling, this is where you can go back to the drawing board and really, really focus on your brand. If you're new to this is even more perfect for you, because as a lot of things are uncertain in this situation, you can go ahead and really, really focus on making sure all your branding materials are on point. Your logo, your name, your website, all of that. If you have been selling and right now you're finding that you do have some supplier issues, one, you should be able to find other suppliers that can supply your service right now. There are a lot that are up to production level, but let's say that right now you're having a lot of those issues. Go back, look at all your heat maps for your website, find out pages that people were dropping off, really, really clean things up and build that solid brand, build that service that's very, very valuable for your customer, and you'll come out of this very, very, very strong. All right, so now let's get into what I think you should be selling right now and what has a lot of potential through all of this. So keep in mind all the points I just gave you, and it's all about right now providing value and a service to customers. Customers right now, a lot of customers are scared. They have pain points, and people aren't going with the just typical knickknacks that a lot of dropshippers typically sell. A lot of the typical really, really golden winning products, those aren't what's going to kill it during this time. During this time is going to be things that, the great thing about it is things that you can really focus on building a brand out of. So the very first one is actually a niche that I talk about all the time, even before this situation, that's health and rejuvenation. So health and rejuvenation, this could be massage, this could be back health, this could be things actually directly related to health or rejuvenation or healing. All of this stuff right now is stuff that people still want to buy. People have pains. They have pains in their low back. They have foot pain, whatever it is. People are still going to want to look up and buy those products. The people that have pains, they're going to want that. And instead of buying knickknacks, they're going to go with more of that. Keep in mind, in one of the next couple of videos, I'm going to actually do a product reveal video where I go through and I show you products that I think have massive potential during this. Right now, I just want to go ahead and talk about the actual niches to get y'all thinking about either one, adding this to your store or creating a whole new store or brand around this. So the very first one is health and rejuvenation. That can include massage, that can include back health, foot health, any of that. Health and rejuvenation right now is my top pick. And that's one that, even without this situation, does massive numbers, and there's so few dropshippers that actually tap into that. It's a niche that is very, very much undertapped. So check out health and rejuvenation. The second niche is one that I'm sure you guys have already been seeing ads. This is one that has massive, massive, massive opportunity. It will be somewhat saturated, but during this time, it's one of those massive pies that even if you get a sliver of the pie, you're going to make bukus of money, and that's home gym. Home gym equipment, any type of home exercises, any of that, that's going to kill. And I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to put out a video detailing exact products for that. But right now, I'm sure you've been seeing on Facebook and even on YouTube already ads coming out of gym equipment for at home. Because right now you've got all these bodybuilders, power lifters, all of that their gyms just shut down. And so they're wanting to maintain their strength, their muscle, whatever, and do that. And a lot of people don't have home gym equipment because they've relied on their gym. This right now is where there's a huge market for this. With this, you can do several different things. If you have any personal training experience, you could you could put in your own plan with the different equipment. So you could build a whole plan based off of a certain winning product. There's so many different ways to hit this, but home gym equipment right now is a massive opportunity. So the first two is health and rejuvenation. The second is home gym equipment. Those two right now are massive, massive, massive opportunities. All right, so the third one is a niche that I also talk about outside of this situation, but it's going to change a little bit, and that's going to be home goods. But this is going to be more home goods that are more needs right now. So it's going to be kitchen items that people really, really need right now. So certain type of can openers, those type of things. Now, the beautiful things about that, and like I said, I'm going to go ahead and do a video on exact products to sell. But, a lot of the winning products that I think could work out right now are ones that were working out right before all of this situation. So keep that in mind. But home goods that fit more of a need rather than just a specific want are going to be huge for this whole situation. The fourth one that I really think has a lot of opportunity is family fun. So this could be games, this could be anything that the family can do together. It could be things having to do with homeschooling kids. Anything that has to do with the family and the family doing things together, playing outside, whatever, is going to be huge. Right now, families are forced to be together. Kids that were at school no longer have school, and people are stuck in the house together. Anything that you can get that is really for the family to do together, I think has massive, massive, massive opportunity. So check that one out. But those four niches right now, I think have unbelievable opportunity during this whole situation. Keep in mind, like I said, one of the next few videos coming out, I'm going to do an actual product reveal on products that I think have unbelievable opportunity through this whole situation. But keep in mind, all the points I gave you today, along with those niches, are what and how I think you should sell during this whole situation to actually be successful. If you haven't seen those last few videos on different problems going on with the whole situation going on right now and how to actually be successful through that, definitely check those out. Those will help you out. Keep in mind, I'm still doing free coaching calls for members of the Dropship Fortune program. I just opened up even more slots. So if you want to go ahead and get on calls with me during this whole situation to where I can help you mitigate this situation, I can help you scale up, whatever it is, definitely check that out in the description box below. This is the Dropship Fortune program. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Leave any comments or questions down below. I'm here to help you guys out. Be happy, be positive, be powerful, and have a great rest of your day.